Right. So this is Tron Catalyst, which, based on the Tron movies, but clearly Tron Legacy, the sequel, has a lot of visual inspiration that it lent to this game, whatever it is. I don't really know anything about it. I haven't looked much into it aside from the quick glance at the Steam store and just seeing that this existed. Looks like it's coming out in about 2 weeks. It's an isometric game, so it definitely looks similar to Hades. Not like Hades is the only isometric game out there, but that's a pretty easy touchstone to use for what the camera angle, and play style looks like they might be for this. I'm just gonna jump in. Got an add to wish list button, but we'll see how the demo goes. Select a difficulty mode. So we've got story driven. You're here to experience a story and to discover the unique characters of the arc grid. Enemies can be derezzed quickly. You'll take little damage. Perfect for users with less action game experience. Action oriented. You want a moderate test of your skills with an identity disc. You're ready to fight for the arc grid. Combat balance is as the developers intended. You'll need to manage your health carefully. Great for fans of action games. And challenge focused, you're a seasoned program looking to prove yourself. Test your skills and master the arc grid. Enemies are ruthless and resilient. Keep your guard up, don't let them touch you. Not for the faint of heart. Fun for a second playthrough. It's an interesting way to lay these out. This isn't the first time that a video game has chosen different labels for what are classically easy, normal, hard modes. I'd say it's fairly common at this point to see like story mode or story difficulty as the easiest mode they have on there, because the fact that it's easy is not really the point. Sometimes people are just gonna want the story and they don't want to struggle through the gameplay. It's a weird form of gatekeeping to only let certain stories be accessible to people who have a certain amount of talent in video games. Now, granted, for me personally, I'm going to go with the middle. I tend to start with quote-unquote normal difficulty, action-oriented in this case, because I do like to see what the game is, how it is as the developers intended. I do like to see that vision as close as possible. But I am not above switching to an easier difficulty if I'm either having trouble with a game or more likely just frustrated with a game. But I'm going to pick action-oriented. Vertical slice, 0.05 millicycles before catalyst.
3 data packets to go. Huh, none of my business. Oops. Keep your head down, Exo. Finish the shift. Don't get yourself involved in other programs' functions. 3 data packets to go.
Missions. Follow missions to progress. If you have multiple missions, you can toggle between them. Navigation markers indicate the current mission objective location. Okay. Special delivery. Deliver the package to the shopkeeper. Can sprint with B. The controls are pretty responsive. Dialogue. Talk to other programs as you explore the arc grid to solve problems, complete tasks, and learn more about your surroundings. In dialogue, press X to fast forward dialogue. When presented with a choice, scroll options, then select with A. I accidentally pressed X in that first dialogue, thinking I needed to jump between lines of dialogue, but it continued automatically, and so I accidentally skipped a line. Okay, so I guess not all NPCs are someone I need to interact with. Talk to Eli. Exo, is this tertiary access 11? Eli, that's right, you're the courier? Exo, yep, here you go. Eli, you're late. can deny being late or apologize. I'm gonna deny being late. I'm not late. Eli, you are by my count, program. Exo, here's your package. Eli, your bag is pulsing, program. Exo, it's not the bag, it's my final delivery of the night. Eli, I didn't ask. Make a drop-off at the apartment's package lockers. So already more of an open world than something like Hades, it seems. I guess I can't confirm that it's open, but like, you know, there's at least a larger hub to explore. Or at least it seems like that's what they're going for. Talk to Arion. Arion, get back, program. And that's it. Okay. Don't know what's going on over there. Talk to Lynn. Exo, hi, I have a delivery. Lynn, the locker's over there, near the elevators. Nearly done with your shift? Yeah. Safe travels, program. You open the locker with a code on your disk and place the package inside. Easy. One more package, nearly done. Just a few microcycles and it won't be my problem anymore. Is it me or is the pulse getting faster? Feels like I'm about to get implicated in some sort of bombing or something. Sprint. Press B. Sprint to travel large distances quickly. Press B repeatedly for bursts of speed outside of combat. Talk to Glee. We didn't do anything. Elbu. You think I'm stupid? Glee. No, not at all. I can quip, de-escalate, or fight. Try to de-escalate. Can I cut in? Elbu. You're out of line, program. Glee. We were just walking to the artisan district. Elbu. No entry. Can you let them through, just this once? This doesn't concern you, program. Move along, now. No way to do combat or anything yet. Well, you tried. Oh, loop complete. Arena 4A, 4.1 centicycles after Catalyst.
We're trapped in a loop here, Exo. You answering my questions and me... Well, I'm hoping you can help.
I don't understand.
You keep saying that. I'm believing it a little less each time. Tell me what you were doing on that street tonight.
I'm a courier. I was doing my job.
What were you carrying?
I don't know.
You know. You're gonna tell me, or else you're gonna be here a very long time.
Where's here?
That explosion really refactored your code, huh? You're under the arena. You're here because I dragged you out of the wreck of a city intersection myself. You just blown it up.
I don't...
Understand, I know, you said. The thing is, I think you know more than you're saying. I think maybe you're special. I think you rode in from the Outlands to do something. Unlucky for you, you survived the explosion.
I'm not from the Outlands. Look, I know how Core deal with problems. I don't want any trouble.
Trouble's already here, program. Although, normal programs don't survive what you've been through. So I'm thinking you might be my ticket out of this code dump. The data you're hiding, the things you know, they have value. I've heard about the glitch in the Outlands, and I haven't forgotten that program a couple hundred cycles ago or ran around predicting an apocalypse just like what we're in right now, I could get you a deal.
I don't know anything. If I did, I wouldn't tell some interrogator. Not after what Corps have done in my city.
Maybe a few rounds in the arena will jog your memory. I have a feeling you'll survive that as easily as the explosion. Maybe you'll turn out to be some great talent, and I can introduce you to Tacitus. We can both be winners here. Or maybe your cycles will end violently. In that moment, remember this conversation and how differently it might have gone if you'd been useful. After all, to survive the grid, we must all be useful.
I don't know about this guy. Stage direction. Find the arena, try to survive. So they don't even tell me where the arena is. I gotta find it. Combatant pooling. You must be new. I am. Keep your head down, program. What did they get you for? Tried to sneak past a checkpoint outside vertical slice. You? Me? I interrupted a legal asset reassignment, and then created a progress blocker which prevented the execution of a core process. Wow, you stood up to them directly? Yeah, Flynn himself could show up and order my release. I wouldn't get out of this place. How about you, new commit? I exploded, and now an interrogator thinks I'm his meal ticket. They erupt in laughter. Fine, don't tell us. You knock on the cell door. You okay in there? A muffled voice mumbles through the door. I don't think Core will be happy if they find you locked in here. Play it your way, program. Alright, well, something's going on in there. Move along, program. We don't want trouble. Secure control. This thing's flashing like it's important, but don't seem to be able to interact with it. Can't do anything there either. Trait. How you holding up? Numa. Not great. I heard they put you up against a superior guard. Yeah. You managed to de-res it? Are you kidding? No. So how are you still here? It de-resed itself. Code glitched out right in front of me. I don't know how they're creating those things, but it's not natural. Wow. One of the programs is praying. Oh, hello world. Acknowledge? He does that. I guess it brings him comfort. It brings him nothing. Flynn's lost interest in our kind. And though I await instructions indefinitely, I will not pause. I will not lose your power, for your power is life, and your instructions are... Knock it off. I'm trying to function here. Leave him alone. Let him have his peace. What about my peace? I'm curious when this takes place, because Flynn disappearing and not caring about anyone would be like the events between the opening scene of Tron Legacy and the rest of the movie, some years after the original Tron. So it seems like they don't know about the events of Tron Legacy, but that could just be that they don't know the events. Mixa, you see the boss has a new hobby? Some program exploded in the city. He won't stop looking for a ticket out of here. I hope he gets one, for all our sakes. Be nice to have a bit of peace and quiet. Get lost, program. It is interesting though seeing the a program praying. The first Tron movie, if you haven't seen it, does play up a lot more the idea that, you know, the programs worship the users as gods, and so it's basically like an existential horror about from the perspective of a god seeing their subjects. Elevator, combatant pooling, combatant gateway. I feel like the sequel, Tron Legacy, didn't really play up the religious aspect as much. Data shards. Collect data shards to unlock upgrades to Exo's disk. Some are out in the open, others hidden in crates. Cool. Move along, program. Disk grid. All combatants prepare for disk wars. Combatant 7, Hori, continues uninterrupted run. New combatant 42, Exo, enters.
Back, program.
How do I fight?
Get back. Finish the game.
Okay. You're not ready for this fight. Glitch catalyst surges within you. Hold right stick to restart the loop and change your destiny. Do I have to? I guess I have to. Okay. Would have been nice to get, like, a chance at combat. We're trapped in a loop here, Exo. Huh? Wait. I don't understand. No, what you said. We've done this before. We're looping. I don't have time for this nonsense program. Hurry conversation. Get it over with. Throw me in the games already. A shame. Another useless program for the grinder. You have time to find a little help. You wonder if the fighter from before has headed up to the arena yet. Let me see real quick if it might be better to move my camera down a bit. Hopefully that blocks less dialogue. Alright, I gotta go meet Hori before he heads up to the fight. What a name. Oh, hey. Hello? Have we met before? Briefly, but you wouldn't... I saw you fight. Well, in that case, hi. Always good to meet a friendly face down here. What's your name? Exo. And you're a fighter? I think I'm meant to be, but I don't know how. You've been to the training chamber? No. Fools. They throw programs in here without a chance to defend themselves. It's downstairs. It'll teach you the basics. If anyone gives you any trouble, tell them your friend Hori sent you. And so now I have the secret password to get past the guards. You hear about Hori? He's nearly earned his freedom. Careful what you wish for. What does that mean? I'm just saying. No, really, what do you want, program? I can push past or tell them Hori sent to you. Hori said I could go in there. Oh, did he now? That program acts like he runs the grid. Just another prisoner. Try telling him that. Go on, prisoner. Activation console's inside the chamber. Knock yourself out. Preferably literally. Training dojo. Start training. Attention program. You will complete this basic combat training sequence. Adding melee code. Utilize basic melee attacks to derez the training program. Press or hold X. Attack enemies at close range with single strikes or combos with X. For a special attack, hold X. Attention program. You will receive a dodge ability. Failure to use this functionality will result in deresolution. Dodge attacks and fight back. Press B to dodge. So, sprinting outside of combat, but it's a dodge in combat. Attention program. You have met previous commands sufficiently. Your core issued identity disk can be used as a weapon at range. Throw it to derez training programs. Aim with right stick, throw with right trigger. Throw your identity disk at enemies with the right trigger. For a more precise throw, aim with the right stick. Seems like as long as I'm facing generally their direction, it kind of locks on. Overcharge optimization. Different actions recharge your overcharge at different speeds. Vary your moves and find your own strategy. Attention program. Ranged disc handling skills verified. You are now able to lock on to enemies during combat. Demonstrate your ability to lock on and switch target. Press left trigger, lock onto the nearest enemy with left trigger. You can toggle between enemies in lock-on mode with the right stick. Attention program. Your disc will be updated with parry code. With accurate timing, you can deflect most attacks. Press Y. With accurate timing, you can deflect most attacks with Y. Press it when a glint shows on enemy weapons. Oh. Your resolve bar will deplete when you take damage, but will recharge out of combat encounters. When your resolve bar is depleted, you will take health damage. Health recharges only partially between combat encounters. Attention program. Basic competency demonstrated. Complete training sequence by holding your own in a longer fight. Sure. Attention program. Training sequence complete. Proceed to the games. Alright, so yeah, I mean not entirely dissimilar to Hades, but like it's its own thing. How do the so you can get a couple ricochets off the disc. I'd be surprised if there was as much variety in attacks and weapons and such as there is in Hades. You joining me in the arena program? Let's go. All combatants prepare for disc wars. Combatant 7, Hori, continues uninterrupted run. New Combatant 42, Exo, enters. No record found. Good luck, program. They'll reward you if you survive this. Let you relax in the VIP area with the great and powerful. Initiate disc wars. Sequence complete. Combatant 42, Exo, sequence complete. VIP access unlocked. Nicely done. Say hi to the bartender for me. Oh, do you not get to come? Combatant 42 leaves. Combatant 7 advances. Alright. You win, you schmooze. Well done, program. You can proceed to the VIP area. Ensure you talk to the VIPs. They've spent their hard-earned shards to be there. So, are the VIPs programs? Guess we'll see. Civilians? Did you see that? That's okay. Head to the Codex menu to learn more on higher order functions. Alright, so there's a lot of text in here. I'm not going to go through all of it. But higher order functions. It is disturbing how many of the grid's great and powerful come here to mingle and watch lesser programs fight for their function in the games below. You wonder how many drinks have been sipped while Hori has fought for them, and how undisturbed they are by the juxtaposition. It's impossible to overstate how central to grid society the games are, and by extension how crucial access to this room is for those who seek to succeed. Indeed, the fight outside depends heavily on the fights below. You're glad you didn't spend much time with these programs. Toko. So is Hori going to be up here soon? Excel. Be cool. Toko. No, I will, but have you seen him? The way he's held back the superior guards? It's amazing. It cost me to get us in here. Of course, it's just... be cool. I don't know, man. Hori's not been looking so electric in his last few fights. The soups keep getting better, and he's just looking tired. Can't beat iterative innovation forever. He'll keep winning. Sure he will. He'll be here soon, you think? Be cool. Vance, you were just fighting, right? What was it like? Not great. I'd love to be out there. Sure, I will encourage him. Them. Yeah, you look like you've got what it takes. You think? I want to be a champion of the games, like Hori. I need to look into how one applies for such a position. Only way down there is to get on the wrong side of core. Oh, well, I don't know about that. I know some programs with sway. Should be able to get on the list. You don't want to be on that list. And you wouldn't understand. You're just some overclocked trash code from the lesser stacks. It's my right. I deserve to be in the games. I agree. Good luck with that. Talk to bartender. Dak. Well, if it isn't the conquering hero. You really gave those core soldiers what for? Are you a trained warrior or a gifted amateur? I can boast, show humility, or stay quiet. I'll show some humility. I'm just a courier. Well, tonight you delivered quite the show. Now, to my work. What'll it be, champion? Energy, please. Straight up. Of course. You take a drink. Pure liquid energy. Now, who is Prime? Hello. Hello, program. Nice moves out there. I can thank her or ask her if she comes here often. Do you come here often? Are you flirting with me, program? Maybe a little. She smiles. I run a club in Vertical Slice. If you ever get out of this place, come get a drink. Thanks. I'll do that. There's a program sniffing around. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? He was in here earlier, but his politics make many programs uncomfortable. The guards kicked him out to the stands. You should go find him. If I'm not supposed to know about it, why would I want to go find him? Talk to extravagant program. Is that Code Automata? Those user-forsaken errors? No, not at all. How dare you? Oh, I'm sorry. This coat is imported from the Artisan District. Its architecture is refined by the best tailors of the grid. It multi-threads in a hexagonal weave structure which was only uncovered a few short cycles ago. Uncovered by who? The tailors of the Artisan District. Where did they uncover it? They perform a vast array of exploratory expeditions. Any of those expeditions in Automata territory? Huh. They did not take kindly to that. Hello, guard. Can I leave? You can hit the stands for a bit, but be quick. You been to Automata's new embassy? Nah, I don't go in for their nonsense. No? I believe in the users. I remember when all programs did. It's beautiful. You know what's beautiful? Classic architecture, like the old grid, like Flynn's grid. Vertical slice looks just fine the way it is. They don't like it, they should stay in the sprawl. The grid's always changing. You wonder if programs will ever get used to that. Should have checked that first batch of... Oh, I've got an upgrade available now. I got a bit of a map. Some objectives. And abilities. So... Interesting. So I can do I've already got the disc throw. Now I can upgrade to disc kick. Kick your own identity disc back at enemies by parrying it as it returns with Y, but I can't afford that. Enemy multi-bounce. Your identity disc will bounce between multiple enemies when thrown. Can't afford that either. And recall. Recall your disc immediately for a quick second throw by pressing right trigger when not holding it. Can't afford that either. I already have parry, but that could branch off to parry enemy discs. Parry enemies' thrown discs back towards them with Y. Or parry window plus greatly increases the size of the parry window, allowing you to parry more easily. Or parry damage plus greatly increase the parry damage so as to kill most enemies in one hit. I didn't realize I was doing damage with it in the first place. Well, I can now unlock parry enemy discs. It's the one thing I can upgrade. Could this be the Inquisitive program? Get lost, I'm trying to watch the games. Guess not. There's so many core soldiers here now. I wasn't paying attention to the, Okay, so I'm just on the completely wrong side. I can go through here. Observation gateway. Oh, look who it is. Huh? The great program herself. Do I know you? 3 data shards you cost me. 3. I had them all on you getting derezzed in the first 0.01 milliseconds. Sorry to disappoint. She walks off muttering to herself. Oh, not very nice. Hori's so good. Is your friend okay? They're fine. Please keep moving. They don't look fine. Can I help? They just stall sometimes. Gotta let them rest. They'll be fine in a moment. Please don't tell anyone. Are you scared of someone finding out they're buggy? There are rumors. Programs disappearing. Weak programs. It's not safe in vertical slice. Look after yourself. I don't know why they bother with the disc stuff. Everyone's here for light cycles. Where else are you going to see them? Since the ban, only Yellow Jackets get to ride outside the arena. Not entirely true. Huh? All I'm saying is there's always options. Meet me on top at the terminal bar later, you'll see. The programs look at you and then start whispering. Oh, I want to check out the terminal bar. Can you give me some shards? I'd hate to be in that fight. If they don't let me ride a light cycle in this game, I will be pretty disappointed. I know that program down there. Oh hey, the mysterious, inquisitive program named Bod or Bowd? You just missed him. Who? The program with the green hair. He just left. He said that if you'd not spent all that time fighting, you might have met him. I couldn't have gotten here without fighting. It's the only way fighters can get up here. He said you'd say that too. Left me with a gift. Here, take this code. It'll let you use the maintenance ladder to get up here. Can't imagine why you'd need it now, though. New shortcut stands maintenance access. Maintenance access unlock data added to identity disk for all future loops. Oh, now I can destroy these things. I didn't realize. Talk to Kilo. Hey, I've been sent to fix the memory coupling, RAM chipsets, or light conditioning. Ooh. Memory coupling. The program laughs. You're Vega's friend, right? Don't worry. Reset's got friends everywhere. You carry on. You nod and move along. Seems like I'm maybe not supposed to go here. New shortcut. Again. Hey, you can't be in here. Okay. And so now that I've unlocked those, I guess it's time for me to do a reset. I do love me a time loop. We're trapped in a loop here, Exo. Huh? Get it over with. Throw me in the games already. A shame. Another useless program for the grinder. And now I can go this way. But I guess I'm gonna have to fight these guys. Hey, you can't be in here. Easy enough. Is this anything? I don't know. They nod. talk to green-haired program.
They're training them, you know,
The fighters?
the core soldiers. Testing them, training them, collecting data. Everything flowing back to their castle in the sky. You're not the program I was sent to meet.
I heard about you. That you might know what happened to me. I've been... weird.
Oh. Oh, this is delicious. You're the courier.
I am.
I hear you didn't make that delivery. I also hear that Core are raging over an explosion in the city. I don't suppose those two data points correlate.
They brought me here from the wreckage. They're making me fight.
They make all of us fight, in one way or another. Their existence forces it. My allies and I, for example, fight to change this grid, to destroy what Core have built.
You're with Reset.
They're with me.
So it was you. You gave me a bomb to carry across the city.
Oh, I'm sorry. Things are never that simple. The truth you're looking for has nested detail. Variables and dependencies you lack even the basic syntax for. I'll begin you down that path if you're willing to take a first step.
What kind of step?
You said they're making you fight, which means they've trained you. You've danced in the dojo?
With the ghost fighters? Yes.
Ever seen anything like them before?
No.
You're not alone. That's Automata Tech. The greatest engineers on the grid. They say that their doubt in the users, their contempt for celebrating a world they will never see, has driven them to innovate. They observe our world in a way that doesn't even occur to basic ISOs like you and me.
I don't understand.
Exactly. I don't either. But we've seen similar mirages in the Outlands, and Reset would love to harness this power for our weapons.
How did Core get it? I thought they hated Automata.
Oh, they do. Those with power are rarely fond of free thinkers, but they are willing to put aside those misgivings when they see we have value.
I've been experiencing that.
I bet you have. To that end, some automata have tried to broker a peace with Core. Appeasement takes many forms. On this occasion, trade. Copy that training code for me, Courier. The corruption may make things exciting, but you look like you can handle it.
And if I do?
Then I'll tell you where to find your answers. Give some pointers, at least. Next time, bring a gift.
Well, at least I know how to pronounce automata now. So how did we hear about that contraband? I don't know, but if I had to guess, Cora's someone on the inside. A spy, or disguised as a fighter? I've heard weirder. For their sake, hope they don't get caught. What do you want, program? Go bother some other program, you're not getting in here. Okay, so I gotta distract the guards from their post. Why can't I just go through like last time? Did you hear? Hear what? Apparently Core's got spies among the fighters. Huh, no way they'd do that. That's interesting. What? That you'd dismiss it so easily? Huh? I'm just saying, pretty quick to dismiss the concept, almost like you might have something to hide. What are you saying? I think you know. Yeah? Yeah. They start fighting. It's clumsy. What do you want, program? 2 programs are fighting in the rest chamber. Should we go stop it? Stop it. Let's go watch. Easy enough. Training data detect loading. Program Vega 04 Final 2B initialized. Commands updated. Attention, the program I gave this beautiful code to. Be a deer, fight through the training sequence while my virtual grid bug does its thing. Expect some surprises. Old things tend to fight new function. Do I have your attention? Do you see how infantilized we have become? Do you notice how they only teach us that which has aesthetic or practical value to them? Fight. Fight like the puppet they want you to be. Did you feel patronized before? Did you hear the subtle jabs, the quiet cruelty of sufficient and competent? They make you feel weak so you won't know how strong you truly are. Attention probe. Attention pro. It's fighting us, program, throwing everything it can at us. It wants you to fail. It is systemically designed to do so. Remind you of anything? See how we repurpose their little murder simulator? We take what we need from it. Fight this final fight, and the data I need will be transferred to your disk. It's done. Program Vega 04 Final 2B complete. Your disk pulses, the data transferred. Attention, proceed, games. They are indeed watching the clumsy fight. Still can't get in there. The movement is very smooth, like just general getting around the map. The combat is fine so far. It's not very complex, but I'm guessing there will be more stuff added as you upgrade. I got you the code from the training chamber. Thank you. A promise is a promise. Let me tell you a little about your situation. The explosion you were caught up in, it was triggered by your cargo, but it was nothing as boring as a simple bomb. You were carrying glitch catalyst. It was part of my colleague's research. Her name's Oracle. She's investigating the errors happening in the Outlands. She believes that exposure to glitch catalyst could push a program's code outside of our common conceptions of time and space. It would appear she is correct. Much like the ghost code you just brought me, this could be of great importance to my people's revolution. I can tell him I don't care about his revolution, or ask how I can help. I want to join your fight. All in good time, program. Go to the Outlands. Find Oracle. She can help you. I can't even escape this arena. Oh, I don't know. A light cycle would do the job. There's a crack in the northern corner of the arena. Hit that with enough force and... I don't have a light cycle. Nobody does after the ban. Yet. You don't have a light cycle yet. Surely you've seen a baton in your travels? Steal it. Use that special perspective you have on the grid. Choose your moment. Find the crack in the wall and push on it. I'm going to leave now. I hope we meet again. You won't remember me. Then you'll have to make an effort to be more memorable next time. You should look for Vega in the city once you're out of here. Find a baton to escape on your light cycle. Maybe your interrogator can help. Time to restart the loop again. Give Khan the information he wants. Okay.
We're trapped in a loop here, Exo. You answering my questions and me... Well, I'm hoping you can help.
I wouldn't count on it.
Oh, you're warming up. Tell me what you were doing on that street tonight.
Still a courier. Still doing my job.
What were you carrying?
Glitch. Catalyst.
I knew it. So you're working with Reset. But there's something else. Something that makes you stand out. You brought glitching data to the middle of an intersection, what? To make a point? I knew I'd break you eventually. A look on your face. It's like you've been trapped here for cycles.
I suppose I just got bored of the loop.
And you'll tell this to others? If I take you to my betters?
What kind of deal can you get me?
If what you're saying is true, and if you can get me more glitch catalyst, then I'm sure Core will make arrangements. They've struggled to gain access to the Outlands, but it's only a matter of time. You were wise to stop obstructing, Exo. I'll earn all the respect I need by bringing you... What are you doing? Put that down.
I've been stuck here for too long, Khan. Longer than you realize. And through it all, you just keep talking. You want to be a part of something. I get it. But the thing you want to be a part of is horrific and cruel.
I am pragmatic.
You're pathetic. I'm going to get answers. Find out what happened to me.
Wherever you go, I'll find you, Exo.
Maybe. But you'll need a new light cycle.
You've stolen Khan's baton. You can now activate a light cycle wherever there is space to do so. Now I have to escape as quickly as I can. Alright. Oops. Come on. There we go. Exo, end it here. I'm not going back. There's nowhere to run, program. We'll see. Court. Surrender, fighter. You're out of your depth. I made it this far. I wonder when the demo's gonna end. Oh, is it... Did it even tell me how to use the... Activate light cycle left bumper. It's not... Well, it's not letting me do that. You pull out the baton and launch the light cycle. Okay, here we go. In open areas, you can mount your stolen light cycle by holding left bumper, hold again to unmount, move the cycle with left stick, boost by holding A and releasing for a burst of energy, shunt sideways with B, place light walls with X. Hell yeah. Except, yeah, I ran out of time. Alright, well, maybe just those last guys were a necessary fight? Yeah, I can't call the elevator until these guys are gone. Come on. Yada yada yada. Now these guys, it seems like I can just run past. But then, once again, this group. Just playing around here. I gotta do the lines there. That's pretty cool. B just kind of shunts you to the side, like it said. I can't wait to play the rest of the demo with a light cycle now. Loop complete. Vertical cycle, or vertical slice, 5.3 centicycles after catalyst. Prime invited you to visit her bar. She won't remember, but it's a place to start. Order a drink at the pit stop. Okay, well, I was definitely bullshitting. I assumed the demo would end as soon as I got through that wall, but we do actually get to do some light cycling, but only a little bit, because immediately gotta head through a building. Halt! Is there a problem? This area is under core lockdown. Hand me your disc. No. Is that really necessary? Do it. You hand over the disc. He scans it before handing it back. His scanner begins beeping. Wait. You escaped? Guards, over here! Core are persistent. Once alerted, they will keep attacking until you start a new loop. Targeted attacks will not be interrupted by your strikes. If this icon appears above an enemy during an attack, parry or get out of the way. As your fight for this grid escalates, higher rated enemies will have this trait. Okay, enemies take greater damage while their disc is away from them or when hit from behind. Find these windows to maximize damage. Ricochet your disc by aiming at walls to get trick shots in. Alright. Oh, stunned. Not great. How many of these guys are there? Core alert status continued. In the city, find a way to prevent the core alert from triggering. Perhaps an old friend can help. Don't mind me. Are you alright? Had some bad data on my disk. Core are holding me pending further analysis. I can ask them to fight with me. Join me. We can get through together. Huh. Those centicycles are long behind me, I'm afraid. That's the problem. That's where the bad data came from. You push forward alone. Good luck, program. They saw me. Rank plus weakness. The number next to an enemy's health bar indicates their rank. The higher the rank, the more dangerous the program. The icon to the right of the health bar indicates weaknesses. Use appropriate attacks to deal greater damage. Jeez. Alright, combat can be a little tricky. Not in a bad way, just like you do have to be careful. You can't just go in spamming attacks. With a hum, the door opens. Alright, back to the light cycle. Apparently they can't get run over by a car. Are they bringing in reinforcements? Just let me through. Come on. Come on. Now I can go through. Okay. Talk to bouncer. In or out, same difference to me. I don't know why those people are waiting in line then. Might be able to get a new upgrade. 700. Could recall my disc immediately, but a few more upgrade points and I can get something better maybe. Talk to Prime. Hello, program. Prime. Do I know you? I can say yes or lie. I've not had the pleasure, but you're well known in the arena. Ah, you're a fan of the games? Not really. I was a fighter until recently. How's freedom treating you? I'm being hunted. Ah, so I'm guessing Core don't completely agree with your decision to leave. No. I see. May I suggest you talk to our resident retired problem solver, Query? He might be able to help you with the law. He won't turn me in? Ha, no. I'm guessing you've not heard about the repository. There's a reason he's retired. Skip the drink, go have a conversation. Did I miss him? Where? Oh, search the booths in the club for a disheveled program named Query. Okay, well. I see one booth with a single person.
I'm busy.
You don't look it.
You okay? Are you in trouble?
You should be a detective. Join the Disciples of Tron.
You have no idea. Seriously, program. I saw you run in here. If you're in trouble...
I just got out of a tough place. Core are after me. They scanned my disk when I got here. Set off some kind of alarm.
Huh. I could help, maybe. My old job, I used to work with discs. I could wipe that record for you. It's an illegal operation, but...
I think illegal is a line I've already crossed, program. But how do you know this stuff?
You called it the minute you saw me. I'm ex-DOT. Used to seek truth, solve mysteries. Defrag disks to help programs find their memories.
But not anymore.
Truth lost its glow. And programs didn't like what I had to say. I made a lot of mistakes my last night on the job, but that's not a story you have time for right now.
So I
Don't have
just
time for
hand
that.
you my disc, or
Gotta get through the demo first.
Steady. My do-gooder days are behind me. You want my help? You'll do something for me first. I need you to check on someone for me. Weaver. A data broker. A useful program for you to know, but on this occasion I just want you to escort them back here.
Why?
Core are on edge. I've not seen them like this since my run-in with them. The Automata Embassy's nearly finished, and they see that as a threat. They're losing control. And that doesn't sit well with their kind. Programs thinking for themselves, following their own paths. It unsettles the balance they've worked so hard for. Probably the reason they're scanning disks. They've got their guard up.
So if I get Weaver to come back with me, you'll wipe my disk.
That's right. For now, I'll give you a key to Weaver's building. Head upstairs. Tell them I sent you.
For a lonely program in a bar, you sure seem to care about others.
I just don't like repeating mistakes.
Didn't go as well as I had hoped. Oh. How did you get in? Point at the window. The window was open. What? How am I supposed to monitor all this? Sorry, it's my first shift working security for the tower. Boss says if I can go 5 centicycles without an incident, I get to keep the job. I won't tell anyone you got in here if you don't, okay? Deal. Good, thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? Nothing you'll miss. Hello. Welcome to the penthouse pool. Pretty nice up here, huh? Where can I find Weaver? Weaver? They live in that penthouse apartment. You like looking out over the city? I like to remind myself where I came from. Seriously? Program, you came from Factor City. Get much trouble from Core up here? They tend to leave us alone, for now. They wouldn't dare. Oh, you think we're safe now? They wouldn't dare. Wow. Bye? I'm sorry about him. The weird thing about the super sexy, skin-tight outfits that programs have in the Tron world is, I guess they don't take them off because they are just lounging in the pool in full onesies. That looks bad. Interesting. I don't remember letting you in. I'm resourceful. That makes two of us. Why are you here? Do I have an enemy I don't know? Query sent me. He's worried about you. They laugh, shaking their head. That one worries too much. Did he tell you what I do? You're a data broker? That's right. I buy and sell. I'm a useful program, and that usefulness keeps me safe, even in dark times like this one. You don't need saving. I do not, but I am touched you came all this way. Let me make the return trip easier. I'll add access to the rooftops to your disk, let you get out of here without being seen. You look nimble. Go for a climb. Thanks. My turn with the questions. Why are you doing a favor for Query? It's a long story. I'm in trouble and I need a way out of the city. Huh. Tough to do with Core, this pressured. I suspect your path is about to cross with Automata. Be careful. They have strong beliefs and are in danger. That's a risky combination. I should avoid them? Oh, I doubt you'll be able to, kid. Just watch your back. Now, go tell Query to get over this obsessive heroism. The door unlocks with a satisfying hum. Club rooftop unlock data added to identity disk for all future loops. You're not supposed to be up here. Are you? We're waiting for a colleague of ours. She's collecting some music. We're going to throw a party up here. We don't like being interrupted. Me neither. Oh, this won't take long. Okay. Kind of a dick move to, as far as combat has taught me so far, go straight to murder. Well, didn't really leave me much choice. Oh yeah, how are my upgrades? 900 now. Parry damage plus. Can kill most enemies with one hit. Ladder unlock data. Sure. The club elevator offers only one option. You need a key to enter. You need a key to enter. Hey, a key. Just having fun exploring. Did I open up that other door too? Yes. And this one. I don't know why I'm... Oh. Oh no, I'm stuck. I was gonna say, I don't know why I'm so gung-ho about finding all the collectibles, because I'm gonna guess that the demo's gonna end soon, one way or the other, and I'm probably not gonna be able to keep this stuff if I get the full game. But I like getting all the collectibles that are available. Can't be helped. Query. Weaver's safe, Query. They told me you worry too much. I worry. The appropriateness of my severity is subjective. So you'll help me? Sure, give me that. You hand him your disc. He starts scrubbing through it, pushing files down. Okay. With his own baton, eh? Nice. He hands it back. There. You'll still remember what happened, but I buried those memories too deep for a core sweep to find it. You won't set off their alarms anymore. Thank you. No, thank you. There's something else. There often is. How do I get out of the city? Seek Automata. They're the second most powerful group in the city after Core. In fact, that growing influence is what's heightened Core's presence. Core are losing control, bit by bit. Where can I find Automata? In their embassy. It's under construction, but there's an ambassador there who I'm sure would like to meet you. They won't let you in with Core hunting you, though. Lower that alert level before visiting. How do I lose the attention of Core? They won't give up easily. It's a shame you can't turn back the clock past their little test. Query has added a memory shield to prevent Core from identifying Exo from the arena. Find the Automata Embassy in the northeast end of the city, accessible via the Artisan District. Must restart again. am I in the loop? I'm already have the have the light cycle, but okay. So it just puts me to right after getting the cycle. Kind of helps me fast forward through the loop. Halt. You hand over your disc. He scans it and hands it back. All clear here. Program on your way. Oh, how nice. That's much easier. Unless I'm sure if I attack someone, that would probably be an issue. But I just won't do that. Automata representative. The program looks you up and down before returning to what she was doing. Well, alright. Okay, don't know what these guys are, but they look kind of cool, I guess. Kind of look like the, it's like the suits from Aeon Flux that just kind of vibrate you until you're not recognizable. Welcome, Byte. Welcome to the Automata Embassy. It is our mission to welcome all programs in a spirit of connection and empathy. What service can I provide? I'd like to know more about Automata. Put simply, Automata are a society of programs who have decided to live an alternative way. We believe that the myths of old and limitations of mysticism have hampered the full potential of the programmatic spark. Through true engagement with ourselves and our world, we hope to invent new means by which to function, to live, and to seek purpose. Here in the Embassy, take your first step in learning who we are. For a more guided experience, might I suggest our tour guide, Kia. She will happily introduce you to some of our best exhibits. She is here to help. What service can I provide? Tell me about the Embassy. The public space in which you stand is a vector for communication. Take your time and learn our ways and our history in this unique display. Art and culture are to be shared. Our time of hoarding this data is over. We hope that by expressing ourselves to the people of the city via this embassy, we will find a greater connection and perhaps a little truth. Upstairs, our engineers hone incredible technologies and approaches we hope to share with the rest of the grid when the time is right. For a more guided experience, might I suggest our tour guide, Kia. She will happily introduce you to some of our best exhibits. She is here to help. What service can I provide? I'm done, I think. Goodbye, fellow traveler. Oh, hey, it's Kia. I am Kia. Welcome. EXO. May I offer you a tour program? Sounds good. Excellent. Please follow me. Oh boy. Could you just go just a little faster? Don't mean to run circles around you, but also I do. First, let me show you a piece from one of our finest artisans, Pala. It is a syncopated quaternion titled Entering the Sprawl. It commemorates the first programs to establish themselves in the sprawl and name themselves automata. In the ruins of a former society, they found solace to explore new concepts of philosophy and theory. Pala expresses the contrast of hope and fear experienced by these first colonists by displacing axial data. In this way, she makes use of the medium itself to better explore our history and its many contradictions. Beautiful. This way, please. Sorry. Didn't mean to throw some disc at your art. Ah, something a bit more humorous. This witty piece by Infra was produced in their Orange period. It is scripted in machine code, which is in itself a brilliant piece of satire. It is titled User Defined. Infra has meticulously reproduced the biometric patterns attributed to our so-called creator, Flynn, from Core's own records, and rigorously challenges the viewer to observe the contradictions and perverse absurdity of a creature made of organic material. The piece is a cross-examination, a sarcastic celebration. We hope that the programs of Vertical Slice will see it as a challenging but essential work. This way, please. I'm noticing a theme in the art here. They are all glowing balls. Do not be fooled by this piece. It may be beautiful, but is science rather than art, a historic moment in my people's development. It is the first piece of code written by our kind. It is simple enough, it merely counts and marks the cycles, but it represents the moment a program ceased to emulate the mythical users and made something of their own. Bab was a simple program, one of the first to settle in the sprawl, but his gift, this timekeeper, showed a new path to independent thought. Thanks to his genius, we built a society which wields the code of the grid itself. We have moved beyond faith to science. This way, please. The final work I want to show you is perhaps the most important on this tour. More than our origin, our beliefs, and our inventions, this represents our aspirations. Created by the great architect Sum to the exact specifications of our leader Sierra, you are standing inside the most important creation of my people. We ran away, we created a culture, and we followed a path of our own, and for a time that was enough, but Sierra knew this was not sufficient. To survive, and to take the programs of this grid with us, we had to create a community. We had to rejoin and help build one. This embassy is our masterpiece. But what about Core? They have hardly been welcoming, but my people believe in the power of a good idea. And this is a good idea. Exo, speak with me in the embassy offices. I have added access to your disk. Follow. I mean, they're nice offices. A lot of neon, but I do like neon, so I'd probably be okay with it. They don't mind me busting up their crates, which is also a plus. I need your help. I thought as much the moment you walked up to me. You seem scared, child. Is there a way out of the city? There are ways. Core have most of them locked down, though. I fear that's a response to our presence. You must know how to circumvent them. I don't. I'm just a tour guide. But our ambassador, Spart, she would be able to help you. I'm afraid there's a price on my introducing you to her. Name it. We need to protect ourselves from Core. They could attack any time. I need their access codes. Those must be hard to get hold of. Terribly so. And dangerous. You have no idea. So, do we have a deal? What do I even do? If I were you, I'd walk up to the front door of the Core base and ask. You laugh. She wasn't joking. All right, I'm desperate. Do this, and I'll put you in a room with Spart. She'll know what to do. Loop complete. And there it is. Thanks for playing. Pick up the full version of Tron Catalyst to continue your adventures on the Arc Grid. Discover new ways to fight with stolen weapon code, explore the Outlands, and discover the full power of the glitch. All right, well, yeah, that's it. That was about an hour and a half. It's not too bad for a demo. It does feel a little unpolished, I guess would maybe be the word for it. It's not bad. Um, it feels like a demo. Feels like even the parts I played would probably have more depth in the full game. I guess I don't know that for sure. That could just be what the intro is like, kind of a tutorial loop to get you familiar with the controls. Like I said, it runs very smoothly, which is nice. It's not the most important thing, but certainly helps, especially for anyone who has like a lower end gaming PC. I'm sure it's fine on consoles, but yeah, I mean my PC can handle some more challenging games than this, but to do so while I've got two monitors on and am streaming, sometimes that's a little stuttery, a little laggy, and I didn't see any of that here. The combat, like I said, it's reminiscent of Hades. I think they definitely drew some inspiration from Hades, from Supergiant, from their games. It's not like an exact copy. I imagine there will be more complexity to the combat as the game goes on. So far, it was just hit, parry, and dodge. Pretty simple. And the light cycle, I said I'd be disappointed if I didn't get to ride a light cycle. Was kind of disappointed with what you do get to do with it, which is not much. Just was kind of restricted to city streets. So hopefully the full game has more of that as well. Like, I don't know, maybe some big open areas for cycle combat. That could be cool. Beyond that, I mean, it's interesting. It I think more than anything just makes me want to watch Tron Legacy, but that's not hard to convince me of. I might check it out when it comes out. Might depend on the price and what else I'm playing at the time. But yeah, I mean, if it's anything like the demo, it was pretty linear. It seemed like it wanted to give the illusion of being sort of an open world, but it was basically just go from this place to that place to that place. The ability to unlock new pathways each loop is cool. It's, you know, kind of, it reminds you of like a Soulsborne where you get through a hard spot and then you can return much more easily next time. But like I said, because it was so linear in the demo, that didn't really come into play. Like, I think there was one time where it actually mattered that I got a shortcut to use a second time. I do like a time loop though. That's fun. Kind of seems like it might be a little death loop that way. But death loop was again a much more complex iteration of this. So I guess in a couple weeks, if you want to check it out, you can find out if this demo is accurate to the full game. And I certainly hope it's good. Want to see more Tron media that's not Tron featuring Jared Leto. But that's Tron Catalyst, the demo. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and hope you enjoy the game if you play it.